slide. Let me know if you can see properly. Let me make it a bit bigger. I know, guys, bear with me. I know I always ask you this question. Okay, obviously, who can tell me, guys, if you are the member of this family, you're going to tell me this. What is my next question to you? What is my next question to you? Look at this slide and tell me what will be my next question to you. I like that. I like that. I like that. Abby, I like that. I like that. I like that. Yes, what to highlight. So it is important, guys. Please tell me what to highlight. I know we know it, but I'm telling you, we did this before, yesterday. I forgot because yesterday is yesterday. Today is another day, if you know what I mean. Please tell me what to highlight. I'll keep highlighting. Thank you. So, okay. Yes, true. We are. I like that, Jay. We are. We must know ourselves. We must know who we are. So this is important. Thank you so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have got vet, and then you said, Mark, you guys are on fire. I know I did ask you because I like asking you. Perpetual here, the markup. Okay. Make sure that you do this, guys. Before you write, don't rush, man. Sometimes we rush and we make mistakes. And then what else did you write here? You said we are registered for vet. Yes. Registered for vet is okay. No problem. This vet, I'm just gonna underline this 15%, and then obviously, okay, what is yes, I like that. March 2016. Where is it? Here we are doing the books of March 2016. I like that, guys. Yes. And then yes, I like that. I like that. Because of it. Perfect. Yes, I think we did. So guys, immediately when we do this, those who are using the method, so for me, immediately, just to advise you, immediately when I see these, so that I cannot waste time, I'm just gonna make sure that I analyze my markup. Can you see now the way we analyzed before? So I know we analyzed this before, guys. So you can just tell me how to analyze. Let's analyze it our way. Please can write it down quickly here, but I'm just gonna put it here. Put it on the chat and tell me how will you analyze your markups, so that we can compare our answers. Okay, I'm busy analyzing my markups. Analyzing my markup, so that put it on the chat. I want to see yours first, because we work as a team today. Like not today, every time we work as a team. So please put it on the chat and analyze for me. Cost price, markup, selling price. I want you to tell me how would it look like. Okay, I can see dot said yes. Dot, do you agree with dot? Let me see yes or no, please. If you agree with dot, I know you are saving your ink there. Yes. Yes, thank you. Yes. Thank you, guys. Yes, I also agree with him. I don't know whether dot is him or not. Sorry, dot, I don't know your name. I just know that you are dot on my side here. Yes, this is how we analyze. Perfect, guys. So can you see, by doing this, immediately you are relieved from the pressure, so you know what you are going to do. Can you see now? And then already I know that if it is like this, if they want me to calculate cost of sales, I'm gonna say 100 over 200. If they want me to calculate selling price, 200 over 100. Can you see now? So already I know what to do. I hope everyone understands. Please let me know if you understand. Say yes again, so that I can know that you understand before I continue. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Gia. And then thank you, Kumo. Thank you, Tato. Thank you very much, guys. Jay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate feedback. Mumba, thank you. Bryce, thank you. Jove, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I'm just gonna go to the next one. Okay. Yes. So remember, I said today I'm gonna focus on the general ledger. This is the general ledger. Okay. I think you know by now. So if they ask you for the general ledger, guys, they will always give you the totals. Can you see now? They will give you the totals for each and every book. Okay. So for now, as you can see here, they gave us what we call, check here. They gave us creditors journal. So remember the question that I said you must always ask yourself. You need to ask yourself before you can do anything. Who can tell me what is my next question, guys? If you claim to know me better, let's see. I know you better. That's why I ask you questions. But if you know me better, what is my next question? If you are the member of this family, you're gonna ask, you're gonna tell me what to do or what to say. By the way, I cannot detain you. You are at home. There's no detention. Don't be afraid, man. You are at home. I cannot detain you. So tell me, what is my next question according to you? Normally, what question will I ask? You're on fire, Dot. Dot. Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you so much, Caleb or Caleb. So thank you so much. The first thing that I'm going to ask you, which one is the main column? By the way, which one is the main column in this journal that I just highlighted here? Thank you, Chris, for that. Chris, thank you so much for that. You said the main account is, let me do this. Change the color a bit. The main account is set. Please make sure that you know how to do that. So this is the main account. So the main account here will be my creditors control. It's very much important. Okay. And I told you, the minute you know your main account, you need to write something at the bottom so that you can have an idea. So you said the main account is creditors control. So what do you think I must record under the creditors control? Must I record debit or credit? Thank you so much here for that. Credit. Why? Because the creditors control increase on the debit side. Remember, this book, we use it to what? To buy things on credit. And obviously, the other columns, everything is going to be the opposite. Can you see now? You just do this and you put DR. Can you see now? And then you put DR here. Can you see now? I'm just putting it under this. And then you put DR under the amount. So please, this is, you don't have to do it, by the way. I'm just saying it helps me. I'm not sure about you. It helps me because by the time when I transfer, I know what to do. Yes, the others are always, yes, the others are always opposite crease. So what you can do, always look at the main account and others will always be the opposite. But be careful where you have cost of sales, because cost of sales will always be the same as the main account. I repeat, if there's one of them is cost of sales, just know that cost of sales will be the same as the main account. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Yes, remember, I don't understand. If you say bank as well, I think you are referring to, yes, bank is the main account. You also do the opposite. Yes, you also do bank account. If you say bank account is the main, okay. Okay, I think maybe, I'm not sure if you are telling me about the next one, Chris, but bank account as well is also the main account. Okay, so I think everyone understands now. Which one is the main account here on the creditors allowances? Which one is the main account? Which one is the main account for creditors allowances? Yes, you are correct. The main account is going to be this one. I'm going to write it here. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to write it here, guys. Please, this is something that you need to do before you can. Let me just shift it a bit. Yes. And then remember, creditors allowances is the opposite of creditors journal. So under creditors journal, creditors allow under creditors control, what must I write at the bottom here? To create. I guess you don't know. Thank you, Cole. Thank you so much for that. It's the debit, yes. And then obviously, the minute you put a debit here, the rest will be credit. Thank you so much, guys. So you need to do this, guys. You'll never go wrong if you do this. Just quickly do this. Chris, is because remember here, let's go back to, okay, I'll come back to it, Chris, so that I can explain it better to you. Let me just write these things first. I'm going to explain to you. Don't worry, I'm just trying to finish this one and then, okay, let me go back. Chris, is because, check here. Okay, apart from the fact that, okay, let's say I'm writing exam, obviously, because this one is credit, this one will be debit. But let's understand why. Creditors journal, we record when we buy items on credit. Can you see now? So the more we buy is the more we owe. Can you see now? And then we owe creditors. So creditors control will show how much do we owe those people. Okay. And now, can you see the creditors control increase on the debit side? But those people, at the end of the day, we can return back to them. So when you return back to them, you record under what? Creditors allowances. Yes, they are returns, Chris. Creditors allowances, it means those are the returns. Perfect. Perfect. I like that. So that's why we are trying to decrease creditors control, because when we return goods back to the creditors, it means the creditors must decrease on the debit side. Thank you, Chris, for that. As long as it makes sense, né? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, let's go to the next one. Tell me about the main account. The main account for this one. Bank. Bank, yes. So if you can check here, which one? We said bank. I'm going to write main under the bank here. Let me write main. Just going to shift it a bit. Sorry, guys, because of space. Yeah, bank is the main, as you can see here. And then what must I write under the bank? No, Chris, it cannot be creditors. The creditors here is not the main. It's just one of those. Creditors is only main under what? Under the creditors journal and creditors allowances. So I'm going to put, thank you so much for that here. I'm going to put credit, meaning the rest will be debit. And then debit. Thank you so much for that. Joe, thank you for that. And then, sorry guys, I don't have a ruler. That's why my things are a bit skewed. Yes, Chris, I don't know if you were in class the other day. Let me repeat what, just write, please, everyone must find something to write down. Yes, creditors, remember when we talk about the main account is when we record all the amounts will end up being in that column. So when we record, all the amounts that we record must go to that column. That will become the main account. And the main accounts are creditors control, debtors control, bank, drawings, but only in the GJ, capital, but only in the GJ. So those ones are the ones that are main accounts, okay? Because it's important for us to understand the main accounts. I don't know if you got that, okay? So in a nutshell, a main account is an account that will absorb all the figures. So we'll be recording in the other journals, but at the end we transfer the final column where we transfer all the amounts. That will be the main account. The reason why here the main account cannot be creditors, we cannot have two main accounts, is because everything that we record from creditors up to everything here will be transferred in the bank at the end of the day. Can you see now? That's why we call this main account. Now, guys, can you see for this bank, they gave us the question mark. It means they want you to find this amount. Who can tell me, how can we find this amount? And how much is it? So we need to find this amount because this amount is missing. So we need to find it. So in a nutshell, that's true. Yeah, so you must add everything together from amount to creditors control. That will give you what? The amount for bank. Can you see now? So you must know these things because next time they can give you an incomplete journal and leave spaces in between so that you can be able to go and find those missing figures. So if you don't know what to add, if you don't know are they related, you will end up having wrong figures. Please use the calculator and tell me how much is that particular total. So I'm just going to put it here so that we can understand better. I think you all have calculators, no? I'm waiting for you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, and then 579,840. Hey, it's like you have seen my bank statement now. Why did you give me the figure that looks like my bank statement transaction that just happened now? Ah, come on. I think you know what is happening with my bank account. Yeah. So that is the amount. I'm joking. So this is how we do that so far. I hope you're following. Guys, before I switch over to the next, let me know if you understand or not. Hello, Akona. Hello, Angela. Hello, Ashley. Bafana. Hello. Hello, Daniela. Hello, Itumeleng. Hello, Komoto. Hello, Kumo. Hello, Luna. Hello, Mbongeni. Patience. Hello. There's something here. Said do you add all the creators amount to get the figure of 500? Which 500,000 are you talking about, Jay? Let's say two. No, okay, not 500. Okay, we add everything from amount here. As you can see, all the figures, all three of them, all 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them, you add them together. Yes, so you do that, Jay. You say 129 plus 38 plus 262 plus 1551, you will get this total. Because everything, as I said, goes to the main account. Tariq, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I know network is always a challenge, man. Sorry about that. Even for me, sometimes it kicks me out. So, yes, it's 581. I don't know if it's 581 or Komodo found 581, and AB found 579. But I'm just gonna leave it like this because I'm not sure which one is correct. Rachel, yes, the lesson is currently recorded, no? It's currently recorded 581. Okay, I'm just gonna change it to say 581. Let me change 581. 581. Thank you so much. I like teamwork. Okay, I like teamwork. That's why auditors and accountants work as a team. Okay, we check each other. we check each other. If you are in group 1, you will find it. Can you see what I'm gonna do? It is under group 1. So I wish, let me write it down. I'm gonna forget because after this I'm having another class. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this link and put it under as an announcement. I'm gonna put it as an announcement so that you can go and access it. Okay, because group 1 can find it under recordings, but I think I'm gonna put as an announcement for both, because some of you don't know where to find it. So I'm gonna put it under announcement. It's gonna come like a, the way I announce the lesson, and then so that you can access it. Put it under announcements. Yes, I wrote it down. Okay, because I don't have a PA. I forget these things. I hope everyone is following now. Yes. Okay. I hope you understand so far. The next journal that they gave us, as you can see here, let me just zoom a bit. So it is called General Journal. I think you know General Journal is the one that we have been doing recently. Can you see now? So with the General Journal, guys, there's no need for you to show whether something is debit or credit. So debit is there already, credit is there already. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to transfer. So I want you to have something to write on so that I will give you the steps, because I know sometimes these things can be tricky. So this is the general guys, don't worry. This is going to be something that I'm going to show you. Okay, now after that we need to go and check the next one. This is the format that they will give you. Okay, I just came with, just put this format here. Can you see now? So we're going to put everything here. Okay, so but for now I didn't specify which journals are we going, which books are we going to deal with. Okay, which account. So I'm gonna go back and then check. Doesn't matter which one do we start with, we just have to focus on that. Okay, let's wait for the system. So we can start with any. Let's start with the first journal. Remember, in the exam they can ask you for anything. They can choose whatever account, but they cannot say open on all the accounts because of what? Because of time. Can you see now? So, but I'm just going to start with, because my first journal here, as you can see, I see creditors control. So I'm going to open creditors control. Please take the screenshot of this. Take the screenshot. Okay, take the screenshot of this. So that when I ask you questions, you understand what I'm talking. Take the screenshot, guys. Okay, I hope you took the screenshot. So I'm going to open something called creditors control. Can you see now? The first account that I'm going to open creditors control. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just going to write here. I'm going to open creditors control. Don't worry, they will write everything for you. You just have to go and put the information. Okay, so I'm going to put the creditors control. Okay, so I think you can all see this. So I'm going to open creditors control account, and you know that on the left, this is debit and this is credit. Okay, now let me go back. So what you need to do, you need to note. Remember, wherever you see creditors control, you're going to record. So I know that I'm going to focus on this one. And I also have another creditors control here. Can you see now? I also have another creditors control here. So far, I'm going to record 1, 2, 3 times. I hope you are following. Okay? I said so far, I've got creditors control, creditors control, creditors control. I must also go and check in the general journal if I've got any creditors control. So if you check under the here, do we have any creditors control? So we don't have any creditors control here. So we only have to focus on the creditors controls which we found from the other journals. Okay. So we have to put the creditors control that we found from the other journals. So far, guys, let me see on the chat. Are you following me nicely? Are you cruising with me nicely? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you see now? You only focus on the creditors control. Okay. Now, we need to go and record the first one. Remember, sometimes they can give you the balance, né? But for this exercise, I don't have the balance, guys. But I'm just gonna assume that I've got a balance so that I can show you next time when you see a balance, what must you do? Okay. Firstly, I think you have got this. You have got this screenshot. Can you see? I can see here that I'm going to record under which side. Can you see the importance of writing these things at the bottom? I know that I'm going to go to the credit side of this account and record. Can you see now? So I know that on the credit side, I'm going to record this total of the creditors control. So I'm going to go there under creditors control. I know that I'm going to record on the credit side. Okay. But firstly, if let's say they gave you a balance, remember they can give you a balance which you started with. So obviously I'm dealing with the month of March. If they give me the balance will be at the beginning of March. So how will I write that? I'm gonna say, okay, let me write it for you to see. I'm gonna say March. No, what is the year? The year is 20. Let me do this. I just want to make it a bit smaller. Just wait for me so that I can make it. So I want it to fit, because if it doesn't fit, it won't look nice. So I'm gonna put 2016. We are dealing with March, and then I'm gonna say the first. Can you see? So let me show you what I. Can you see? This is what I wrote. I'm just trying to align everything, guys. I don't have space. Can you see? This is the first thing. So if they gave me the balance, né, I'll put this. This is how we write the date 2016 on top, March the 1st. And then if they gave me the balance, né, this is what I was supposed to do. I'll say here, okay, balance brought down. Let's say let me write it down and we'll see it after I've written it. And then let's say the balance was 10,000. I'll put 10,000 like this. Remember, I'm coming with a random figure. I'm just saying if they gave me the balance, because sometimes they can give you the balance apart from everything. Can you see now? So if they gave me the balance, I'll put the balance like this. I'll put, because I'm dealing with March 2016. So when we started on the 1st of March 2016, we had the following balance. This means balance brought down, or you can call it balance brought forward. So you can say B/F. Balance brought forward. It means this is the balance from the previous month. Remember, the previous month was February. So February ended, let's say, on the 28th. So that was the end of 28th. So we had a balance of 10,000. So that balance on the 28th of February must be brought forward to our month. Our month is March. That's why I said when I began my March on the 1st, here is the balance that I start with, which comes from the previous month. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand the balance? Because if you understand the balance for this one, everything that is going to come, you're going to understand why we do. And remember, we put the balance on the credit side. Why? Because creditors control increase on the credit side. You put the balance where the account increases. I think you know by now. So the creditors control increase on the credit side. That's why here, for example, I can just write something like this for you. Can you see now? So it increases here, and you know why? You know the rules of account equation, and it decreases here. Never mind the skewed lines. Okay. So this is how it works. So let me see. Yes, 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 yes. If it makes sense. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Okay. I appreciate a lot. I appreciate a lot. So that's the first thing that we need to do. So secondly, remember I said from there, I'm going to go there. Don't worry. I'm going to go there for you. The first information that we have, let's wait for the system. The first information that we have, we said, Jay, I just came with the figure. I said, what if they gave us the balance? Only if they gave you the balance. That's how the balance is given. In this question, there is no 10,000. Eh? Yes, Jay, don't be confused because I don't want to continue if you are confused. So if there was a balance of 10,000, they will give it to you. For example, they will just say, let me write it down here. Somewhere, somehow, they will put, say, I'm just giving an example. They can say, creditors control balance. And then let's say it's how much is 10,000. They can write it for you. They have to put it for you. They have to write it for you. You can't just come with it. So here I just came up with the figure so that you can understand next time when you see the balance. I hope you understand. So I just came with this balance. Don't worry. Otherwise, I was not supposed to record this balance because there was no balance. But I'm just saying, what if next time they give it the balance? Perfect, Jay. Thank you so much. So now let's focus here. I'm going to transfer this total of 394 brought down. Tarek, it means brought down. Brought down. It comes from the previous month. Okay. It's the balance at the beginning. You can call it balance at the beginning. Okay. So as you can see here, I've got creditors control, the first one here, 394. Please, I'll need this amount. Ne? I want you to give me this amount, and then I'm going to transfer on the credit side. But because the creditors control has got everything, is the main account. So it means it has got everything in it. So when I go and record there, I'm going to write total because it has got total for everything. But the fact is, I know that I'm going to go to the credit side. Let's go to the credit side of the creditors control. Let's go to the credit side of the creditors control. Can you see on the credit side? I'm going to record now. I'm just going to write, because this is the end, the totals are at the end. I'm just going to write 31st here because the totals are at the end. Can you see now? We write 31st. You don't have to write much again. You only have to write it once. This was the balance at the beginning. This is what we transfer as the totals. So now at the end of the period. So now I'm going to say total purchases. Can you see now? Because we are VAT vendors, we can say total purchases and VAT. Let me just put this. Because we are VAT vendors, so I'm just going to put it as, I'm still writing, guys, here. And what does that VAT was input VAT? Because that amount, that thing is including VAT, okay? So that is how I'm going to write it, okay? I'm just going to put it. Can you see now? So guys, sorry, because of space, that's why I took 2 lines, because I don't have enough space. Let me just do this. Hopefully it's better. Yeah. So sorry, my pages is wrong. So let me just put it like this. Okay. So I'm gonna say total purchases and input VAT. Why? Because that column includes VAT. Can you see now? Because we are VAT vendors. The reason why I say total purchases, because I've got too many things in it. Can you see? If you are recording under the main account, in most cases, if you are recording and the amount that you took it from the main account, you will see in most cases you're going to have the word total something. But here we call them total purchases. And we must show that we took these purchases from CJ. Can you see? That's how we record it. That amount, how much is it? Help me, guys. Remember I said I will need you to help me with that amount. It was 394 something. Please help me. 394. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Please talk to me. If you are, don't postpone questions. Don't postpone questions. What if you want to ask tomorrow and then some of us are in Mauritius? Can you see now? Now it's time for you to ask questions. So if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. There's nothing like a silly questions, like I said. Understand the reason why I said total purchases, because Creditors Control has got everything in it. And then I say and input VAT. Why do I say and input VAT? Is because that total, remember the main account include VAT. So that's why I said and input VAT. And it's very easy for me to know why do I say input VAT. Let me go back, you'll see. Because everything that you put here include VAT. Can you see now? So everything that you put here, this include VAT, because this VAT is also part of that. Can you see now? So there is VAT included there. So you must always say with VAT. Let me see yes, 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 yes before I continue. Thanks, man. I'm happy if you're happy. Thank you. Let's do the Creditors allowances. Thank you so much for that. The Creditors, remember we still have Creditors to transfer. We must also go here. Thank you so much. You must also come here for this. We're on the Creditors allowance. Remember, guys, allowances means returns. So we returned. We also have Creditors control. It means I must go and record. But you can see at the bottom, we said we go to the debit side. It makes sense because we are returning. We cannot go and increase. We need to decrease. And the amount, please take this amount. I'll ask for this amount. So already we know what to go, where to go and record. We record on the debit side, and then because this is the Creditors control. Please know this amount. You can write it for me on the chat for time being so that I cannot struggle to find it. Okay. I'm gonna go there. Remember we said debit side, and it makes sense. Why debit side? Is because we are returning. Remember here on the debit side is where we decrease. So I'm gonna come here and say 2016. The 31st. Can you see now? That's the first thing that I'm gonna do. Okay. Just like aligning it for you. Thank you. And then who can tell me? Just try, guys. No one is perfect. What must I write under details? Please, someone try. What must I write under details here? Yes. Total. Thank you so much. I prefer to call it total purchases. But if you say total returns, I will accept it. But I prefer total purchases returns. And perfect. Thank you so much. And output VAT. Now, this is what we need to do. Never mind my purchases. Where's the H? H. Purchases. Yes, we're gonna break at now. We're gonna break now. After this, I'm gonna give you a break. Ne? Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a break now. Let me just finish this one. Only this one. And then obviously here we're gonna have CAJ, guys. Let me know if you don't understand. If you don't understand, let me know, guys. Don't keep quiet. Ne? And then the amount, give me the amount quickly, guys. What is the amount? Thank you so much for that price. 13395. You see, guys, that's how you record it so far. Can you see? So that's how we record it so far. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a break, guys. Let's take 10 minutes. It's okay. Is 10 minutes enough? Can we take 10 minutes? And we meet after. Perfect. Okay, 10 minutes we come, 10 past 2, we come back, guys. Thank you. Landed. Thank you so much.